These are dangerous times for our military because we have these Marxists who have taken over trainings of our cadets in the service academies, and obviously we've got the bigger issues with those who are currently in the military or enlisted, who are, obviously just serving now, being trained to treat America as an enemy. I've often observed the pandemic we need to worry about is not COVID. It's critical race theory, critical theory. The Marxist repackaged theories designed to destroy America as we know it, upend our constitutional system of government, end the United States of America. It's being taught in our schools. It's the animating principle, or a key animating principle, of the Biden administration. Our corporations have embraced it. Our media loves it. And of course, our military has even embraced it. We exposed how in West Point critical race theory and its cousins queer theory and radical feminist theory are being force-fed cadets there. And we knew from experience and other public reports that it was other service academies are being subjected to this type of theory and this type of training, of the cadets. As I've highlighted before, we have this responsibility, not only does the military, but citizens and taxpayers, to take care of these cadets. Make sure the rising leadership of our military aren't being abused. We're asking them to go out and defend our country and risk their lives in a leadership capacity. The least we can do is to make sure they're not abused when they go to be trained by taxpayer-funded academies with anti-American claptrap that's designed to divide them and to alienate them from the very country they're supposed to be defending. So we had to file another lawsuit against the Pentagon, just like we had to do against the Pentagon to get West Point documents, to get Naval Academy documents concerning critical race theory. Again, we waited a year. We just don't run to court. Maybe we should run to court, but we've got limited capacity because we have thousands of Freedom of Information Act requests. But this was August of last year, and they've been ignoring us for almost a year. Any and all PowerPoint presentations used for training and or classroom instruction discussing critical race theory and or white supremacy. Any and all emails referencing critical race theory sent between .mil and or .gov email accounts and any of the following USNA officials, the U.S. Naval Academy officials: Superintendent Sean Buck and or Deputy Superintendent Captain James Bates. Simply put, Marxist critical theory and its racial division have no place in the Naval Academy, which is training the next generation of Navy leadership. That the Pentagon has been unlawfully hiding these records for a year, again, suggests something awful is afoot. We kind of already know something awful is afoot because when I was on, I went on Fox News, I was on Tucker's program, and before we got into this discussion that we had had about West Point, he highlighted a video that had been exposed by the Federalist about a U.S. Navy video where they trained their members to create a safe space by using correct pronouns. The video emphasized how service members must use inclusive languages and not misgender others. So you have this transgender extremist agenda, which is all part of this critical theory agenda, being force-fed our entire Navy. I mean, already what we found at West Point would set your hair on end. It suggests that American blacks are still in the equivalent of slavery, a state of slavery. That's how anti-American this is. And of course, it's all attacking white privilege. So you've got this divisiveness based on race that obviously is anti-American and discriminatory because it targets people based on race. But the military ethic of unity and cohesion, how are those going to be advanced if you divide the cadets and the troops by race. These are dangerous times for our military because we have these Marxists who have taken over trainings of our cadets in the service academies, and obviously we've got the bigger issues with those who are currently in the military or enlisted, who are, obviously just serving now, being trained to treat America as an enemy. So more is coming. We've got a ton of critical race theory, litigation, investigation going on because, as I say, this is a dire threat to America, and it's much worse a threat to the future of our country than any pandemic, whether it be COVID or monkeypox or whatever thing we're supposed to be worried about health-wise. This ideology is much more dangerous to the health of our nation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.